Hi, I'm Eric Klein. I'm the lead facilitator for the New Directors Institute. If you are experiencing pressures in your work that kind of overwhelm you, if you're struggling with leading change, if you find that it's hard to engage others in important projects, this is going to be a great program for you. We really talk about the essence of leadership, and the faculty that joins with me are seasoned professionals who've pretty much seen all of those challenges and have wrestled with them and have found a way to really address them that's powerful. What we hear from participants year after year is that this program exceeded their expectations. Not only did it re-energize them, but it gave them practical tools that they could use immediately when they go back to change the kinds of conversations they're having, to make a bigger difference, and to engage their staff in really creating communities that thrive. But let's listen to what some of the participants themselves say and what some of the other faculty members say. You don't have to take my word for it.
To put it up front, it was worth the price of admission for this and the entire conference. It was more than what I expected. Halfway through the day, it was beyond what I expected in that I thought it was going to be the typical planning nuts and bolts, but in actuality it's about leadership and what planners need to think about as they lead their organizations, particularly in these difficult times of economic conditions and fiscal problems. I even told my town manager that I was just an extra charge and he had no problem. Now I can really tell him it was really worth the effort and the time, because we're going to have some good conversations next week when I get back to town.
I believe that this particular seminar is invaluable for new directors as well as for directors that have a number of years under their belt. For me as a new director, I learned that all of the challenges I am not facing alone. And I was also able to glean a lot of very valuable tidbits and advice about performance management and moving through restructuring processes and some of the other challenges that we're currently facing in the economy today.
As soon as I opened up the pamphlet, I knew this was for me. I'm a new director, been doing it for a year now, and I knew that this was going to be an invaluable experience. It doesn't matter where you're at in your career. I mean, this is information that is invaluable. You need to make sure that you understand what your boss is thinking, what your supervisor is thinking, and then that'll help you better convey what you want to do in your roles in the organization.
One of the big things that I got out of it was taking those big ideas and risk and finding your calling and stepping outside of the boundaries and not being scared or fearful of doing that. So it encouraged me to not give up and to continue to think big.
Yeah, I think the New Directors Institute is a really unusual experience because it brings seasoned faculty together with people who are newly in the role of planning director, and essentially it's very interactive, and you're able to ask the questions you want to ask, but also, hear from those of us who've been around the block once or twice, and to get our thoughts about things, and to do some group exercises together that I think really bring out the important aspects of what it means to be a leader in your field and in your community.
The most important part of the day was kind of putting all the pieces together, because it was a great combination of the inspirational, the aspirational, and the nuts and bolts. So it was, a day well spent, and highly recommended.
We talk a lot about what it takes to get the right things done in our communities. I think we've got excellent faculty members who have been successful as plan directors, who are able to share some of the lessons that they've learned with those who are just now assuming similar responsibilities. So I'm very happy to be a participant and would encourage others to consider enrolling in the New Directors Institute.